start by greeting one another with a hi, a hello, a handshake, a hug, a how are ya? Welcome, everybody. All right. Good morning.
Hi, I'm Jean. I'm Gina.
Hi.
Are you new here?
I have never been here before.
I'm recording now.
Good morning. Hi, nice to meet you. Mark. Carol. Yeah.
So we're all Hi, Carol. Good morning. Good morning. I'm Gina.
I'm Mark.
Yes. It's all right.
Jerry and
Sorry.
That's right.
I did type it in English in my
I didn't want to be for
Hi, Carol. Hey, good morning. Thank you.
Did you get?
Good morning.
Are you ready? Are they your
This is my first time here.
Happy Sunday.
And you had a morning. Yeah, I know that Tom Jones has been.
Hey there, Mark.
And it's been good, actually.
Nice to meet you, David.
Mark.
Hi, Jerry. I'm Jerry.
Hi, Jerry.
Mark, you look great, though.
I
I don't know about that.
Oh, I do.
A man my age.
She's been here.
I know, but me too. Me too.
Jerry, you're going through.
Morning, light and love, peace and joy to you, First Spirit. You are a great spirit, always and forever. And Happy New Year to you.
Yeah, you like this.
So I went over there this morning.
Great place.
No, I had not done that. So I had to go there, and that's why I was late. She was here and I was late, so.
I'm always early.
Hello.
Well, we're very early.
Yes.
Most of the time.
How are you? Hi, Jeff. How are you? I'm good.
Great, thanks.
All right, Debbie.
So, are we doing Monday?
We'll see if the weather breaks.
Yeah.
Starting to snow.
All right.
Yeah.
Carol, you want to do our statement of intent?
Let's just start around.
We are fortunate to have a variety of speakers for Sunday services. By using guest speakers, we gain wisdom from all those who share. This is a church where you can worship the God of your own understanding, a place to experience joy and be uplifted, a place where we can gain strength and inspiration to share with all we meet throughout the week. We invite you to join us in this celebration of life, to nourish your spirit, and to enjoy the company of kindred souls.
All right. So with that statement of intent, after that, we will now sing our opening song, which is Let There Be Peace. Number 3 in Wings of Song, or it's on, the words are on the white card. Never mind. All right. So our invocation for today. Source Creator, be our partner in life each and every day to keep us focused on love, receiving and giving, both to ourselves and to all those around us. Bring us healing for the darkness in all forms, to raise up the perpetrators so they stand down and free the tormented. And so at this point, we're going to have a song that you're ready for us to play. And we got that all set up? And what's the name of the song?
Hang on, I got it. Hang on, I got it. This day,
What's that?
this day.
The
It's called This Day.
This Day?
This.
This Day. I didn't even put my ears out. Okay, so we're going to have that. We need the screen.
Sorry, this is one step off
You probably don't need to stand for that. Technology is always so much fun. You have it on your pen, right?
It's right here.
Oh, okay.
This day is fragile, soon it will end, and once it has vanished, it will not come again. So let us love with a love pure and strong before this day is gone. This day is fleeting when it slips away. Not all our money can buy back this day. So let us pray that we might be a friend before this day is spent. This day we're given is more than let us show love. This day is ours for one moment. Let us sow love. This day is frail. It will pass by. So before it's too late to recapture the time, let us share love. Let us share God before this day is gone.
Oh, that was lovely. Thank you for sharing that with us. So now we have announcements. My name is Sue Brewer, and I'm the president of the Board of Trustees here. And today our speaker is Gina Ramsey. Her topic for today is No Time for Someday, Live Your Dreams Today. So that's kind of why that song is so pertinent. Thank you so much. All right, so our announcements, and if I forget anything, you let me know. So today, after service, after lunch, Steve will be showing us a movie/podcast. Steve, or did you want to talk about it a little bit?
Yes, I found this podcast with Get Wisdom, which I follow, and this is a talk about what happens when you die, some of the problems that happen when you are just suddenly dead and you don't know it, because a lot of times we don't know that we're dead. And so it was describing how things are and things that you can do, and so I thought it was very informative, and there were some examples from different people's lives, so please come and listen.
Thanks, Steve. And that was a good question. Less than an hour. Okay. All right. The next announcements, number one, Unity, tomorrow night, Monday night at 6 p.m. downstairs in the library. And they are reading this book, The Fifth Agreement, by Don Miguel and Don Jose Ruiz. And Carol, this is Carol's book, so I better give it back to her. Okay. On Tuesday, 1 o'clock, the Abraham Group, they usually meet up here. Their book that they are reading right now is The Amazing Power of Deliberate Intent by Esther and Jerry, is it right? Esther and Jerry Hicks? All right. What's that? Is that right? Okay. So the only other announcement that I have is next Sunday, the two announcements for next Sunday. Next Sunday at 9 a.m. is Robert Aho's meditation group. They meet up here. And you can come and join, whether you've been to it before or not. So come on in at 9 o'clock. And then also next Sunday, we have Aaron Tank, who will be here to sing us into the new year. So are any other announcements that I'm forgetting? The only other thing I want to mention is please join us for lunch. We had a ton of food left over from the potluck that we had on Christmas Day. So we have turkey and pie and cakes and goodies and all kinds of fun stuff to eat. So please come on down and eat after service. All right, so with that in mind, can I get someone to bring forth the basket? But while he's doing that, let's read our principles, or the healing bowl. So our principles are on the white card. All right. We believe God is the eternal source and creator of all and is present in everything. Our eternal soul, endowed with free will, grows through many lifetimes. Communication occurs between the physical and spiritual worlds. Prayer and meditation strengthen our connection to the divine. All healing comes from Source. Seeking this for ourselves and compassion for others' suffering is the highest priority. Because we are all one, what we do unto others, we do unto ourselves. The choice of love is always open for every soul. Living these principles leads us to grow in divine love. Now, are there any requests for healing at this point? We do have a prayer that I'd like to say about healing, and that is on the white card as well. It's the prayer for spiritual healing. So I ask the great unseen healing force to remove all obstructions from my mind and body and to restore me to perfect health. I ask this in all sincerity and honesty, and I will do my part. I ask this great unseen healing force to help both present and absent ones who are in need of help and to restore them to perfect health. we put our trust in the love and power of God. I know that Carolyn Sheets is with her sister in Hudson, Wisconsin, and is doing well. She's got an update.
I just talked to Carolyn yesterday, and we had a great conversation. She's feeling really good. She's doing really well. She'll be down there for a little while. So she had a hip issue there and surgery, and takes a while to heal. She's very positive, loves being with her sister, and it's really beautiful. So thank you.
So we continue to pray for a quick heal on that new hip of hers. Are there any other prayers that anyone wants to share? Oh, yeah, she's got another one. Carol.
I just like to say, my friend Laura Tonkin, I talked to her the other day, and we prayed for her, and she had cancer here that was healing, and then found out that she's going to be having she has more cancer in her colon and whatever. And she was so cheerful and upbeat and happy. And I said, it must be the prayers our church said for you all, because this was really different, you guys. We give thanks to Jesus, thanks to God. So I believe our prayers really help. I can tell by the tone of her voice. I just want to say that. Yeah.
All right, so at this point, Debbie, would you like to bring the healing bowl, or the bowl over the healing bowl? After as she plays the healing bowl, then we will wait till it dies down, and then we'll have a moment of silence. So now let's sing hymn number 74 in Wings of Song, In the Silence. So at this time, Gina she's going to be incorporating a meditation within her talk. So let's welcome Gina, Ramsey, and we will be showing some slides on her PowerPoint. So settle in, we're going to pull down the shades and make it dark in here.
Morning, everybody. Do I need to grab this? Okay, perfect. Thank you. Just kidding. Good morning, everyone. So I'm just going to hang on to my notes here for reference so I don't blank out like I did with the song earlier. And also for the meditation. It'll help me walk you through the meditation. So I just want to start by saying there's no time for someday. The time to live your dreams is today. And just as a background, I'm a forever student of Murphy's Law. So if you're familiar with the Murphy's Law scenarios, what can go wrong will go wrong. And so, do you need me to wait for you, Steve? Oh, there we go. We got it. Okay. All right. So through life, I moved to Wisconsin in 1992, and these Murphy's Law scenarios started unfolding. And when other people might go into the pity me thought mindset, I've always done the spin of finding the funny in life's mishaps when they happen. Now, it's not all things, right? There's a lot of things in life that are really tragic, but, these little things, you've heard, don't sweat the small stuff. So that's kind of my gig. So I'd share my stories with my friends and family and coworkers, and they would love the stories and just really enjoy them. So back in the day, I was working in Wausau, Wisconsin at a women's shelter. And so we always found funny outside of the darkness that we always faced. And I would stop at a Quick Trip on the way that was about a block down from my work. And who here has been to a Quick Trip? All right, so you're familiar with their upsell. When you get to the register, they ask you if you want cookies. They ask you if you want, some fruit. Well, this particular Quick Trip had odd upsell techniques, and it caused me to become more intrigued. So a lot of people said, well, why don't you stop going there? Well, I couldn't, because I wanted to know what the next upsell would be. And so one of them was, I went in and the cashier asked if I wanted fruit. And I said, no, thank you. And this basket of fruit is sitting next to the cash register. And she said, well, they're only 3 for $1. And I politely declined. And then she went into the song and dance about the importance of fruit and why we should eat fruit and why I should buy the fruit. And I got real silent, and we went immediately into this ocular showdown. Like, she's staring at me, I'm staring at her. And it was like she was telepathically trying to tell me, buy the fruit. Buy the fruit. So eventually she gave up. So one day at work, my coworkers, they would always gather at my door wanting to know what the next Quick Trip story was. And this particular day, they came to my doorway, and Jessica said, well, what happened today? And I said, you're never going to believe this. The cashier asked me if I wanted to buy any cigarettes. I said, do I look like a smoker? And Jessica laughed. Everybody just burst out in laughter. And this wasn't the first time that I'd heard this, but this is where it really resonated with me. She said, Gina, your stories are so funny. You need to write a book one day. And I thought, that's a great idea. Maybe I'll do that. And I really wanted to share, my idea of this was to share the funny stories, but also a perspective on finding the funny in life's mishaps when they happen, these crazy things that happen to us. And so jump forward to 2007. We were in Oshkosh, Wisconsin, and we went to a basketball tournament for my son. And after the tournament, my husband took the kids to load up in the car, and I stayed behind to talk to the coach for a little bit. And I got to the car, and the kids were still standing outside the car, but my husband was nowhere to be found. And I said, where's Dad? And my oldest daughter said, well, he's in the car. And so I opened the door. I'm thinking, you're supposed to load them up. Open the door, and this waft of burning carcinogens hits me in the face. It was smoke, it was plastic, it was, I don't know, like petroleum. And my husband's laying across the seat of the car, the bench seat, and he's holding the plastic insert from the glove box, and his feet are hanging out the driver's side door. And I'm irritated, and I said, "What are you doing, and what is that smell?" And he said, "I don't know. The smoke was billowing. The smoke was billowing." And that was the first time I heard him say that word, which I thought was kind of funny. But he's got the plastic insert from the glove box ripped out, and he's feeling around in there and couldn't find the source of the burning smell, where the smoke was coming from. And so he closed up the glove box, and all of a sudden, the smoke started rising again. And I said, "There it is." And he opened up the glove box again. Well, it just so happened that a mirror that I had brought with me to apply my makeup on the way to the event was sitting on, kind of on the floor on that little hump where, and the sun was coming in. We were parked just right, and the sun was coming in through the window and hitting that mirror and bouncing up, and it burnt a hole in the door of our glove box. And in that moment, I thought, that's it. That's the title for my book. This is it, Burnt Glove Boxes. And then I added the tagline, embracing life when it goes up in flames. But, so that's where my story began. And so what happened after that is I went home and I got on my computer and I started typing up all of these stories that had happened, and I remembered every single one of them, and titles, and kind of like a little intro. So I typed all this up, I printed it off, a few sheets of paper, snapped a staple in the corner of it, and I grabbed a manila folder, and I wrote in permanent marker on the outside, "Burnt Glove Boxes," and I slipped my story ideas into that. And I carried that folder around for 14 years. And I would take it on vacation with me. I would take it to and from work with me, go out of town for the weekend. I'd carry it with me with the intention that I would start writing the book. What I did do is I kept adding story titles in handwriting to it as they were happening. But the one thing that I didn't do was start to write. I carried the folder, but I didn't write, and I kept saying one day. And you can switch this side. And so this is a picture of the folder, and I have it here with me today if you'd like to see it. But what I would like to ask you, can you forward it again one more time, is today I'm going to challenge you, and I'm going to ask you to just think about, what is the folder that you are carrying? It might not be where you aspire to be a writer or write a book, but what's that one thing that's in your heart, that burning thing in your soul that you've wanted to do for so long, and you just haven't taken the first steps towards that yet? It could be traveling the world. It could be something really big like that. It could be something really simple as, gee, I've always wanted to take a dance class, or I've always wanted to paint, or even I've always wanted to volunteer at my favorite organization, and I've never done that. Goals and dreams don't have to be huge, but what's calling and tugging at your heartstrings that you haven't moved forward on yet? Okay. So, Steve, go ahead and, there we go. All right. So in the grand scheme of things, you've got these ideas, you've got these goals and dreams that you want to accomplish or that you've thought about that's kind of tugging at you. And then you think, in the grand scheme of things, my life's not that bad. You've got a roof over your head, you have shelter, you have food, you're surrounded by your family and friends, your congregation. And so in the grand scheme of things, those things are all super important, and we shouldn't overlook that. We should always be grateful for the things that we do have. And so I would always encourage that. However, in those quiet moments, when life's not so busy, what's pulling at you? What's pulling at you? That's the thing that you want to do. That's really important to you. And I want you to think about that, because we can get caught up in the daily life, taking care of everyone, everything around us, life's daily tasks, where we don't really give a lot of thought to the thing that we really want to do and what's really important to us. And the big thing of that, too, is beyond this, what some people might call being selfish and thinking about you all have gifts. You all have something to give. We're here on this planet to give and to love on others or to teach others. And that's what we share ultimately. When we live our goals and dreams, when we do those things that are really important to us, we're sharing that knowledge and that love with other people. And we're creating a change for our world. We all have that power within us to make those little changes. Those little changes can cause ripple effects. And you can advance it. So according to Psychology Today, there's some staggering statistics. 92% of people don't reach for their big goals and dreams. 92% of people, when they're interviewed, when they're surveyed, 92% have not reached for those things or taken steps going towards that. There's another study that was done in a hospital of some elderly people, 100 elderly people that were asked what they regret, and 80% of them said that they regret not living their goals and dreams, not taking the risk, the first step to doing something that was really important to them. And so what is behind these staggering statistics? Why are people living a life where there's that piece that's unfulfilled? You can advance it. So I call them imposter monsters. Many of you may have heard the term imposter syndrome. And I call it imposter monsters. And so these monsters are those voices within us that they're harmful. They're trying to protect us. They're trying to keep us safe. That's innate in us. But they prevent us. They stop us in our tracks. And so they tell us that we're not good enough. They tell us we're too old to achieve that dream, too old to start. They tell us you don't have enough money to do that, and you'll never have the money to do that. They tell us, who are you? Who do you think you are to want to do that thing? That's really selfish. And there's so many other things that these monsters tell us. Do these phrases sound familiar to you? So these monsters get on our bus. We're driving our bus of life. We're all on a bus. And these monsters get on the bus. And they're not getting off. These are all things that came from our childhood, from teachers that maybe told us we weren't good enough, these things that where it's buried in us now. So we're in the driver's seat. And these monsters, we're minding our own business, right? These monsters come up behind us. We're ready to drive, and they start whispering these things to us, that we're not good enough. Don't go there. Don't do that. It's not safe. What if something goes wrong? But what we need to remember is we are the drivers of our bus, and we control turning that ignition on and driving our bus forward. And yes, there will be speed bumps along the way, but those make for the funniest stories sometimes. Okay? So think about this. The 92% of the people who feel that they haven't accomplished, that they haven't done what they need to do in their lives to make their life meaningful or to make the life of other people around them meaningful. What might you have accomplished if you weren't gravitating to certainty? And that's what the imposter monsters do. They want us to be in a place where we're certain, because we're safe there, but we don't move. And you can advance it. Oh, go back. Sorry. You're good. So, certainty is a myth. Okay? We all gravitate to things because we're certain, because we go to a restaurant, our favorite restaurant, because we're certain that the service is good, the food is good. We take the same route to work because we're certain we're going to get there on time and we're going to have no interruptions. But certainty is really a myth. At any point in time, anything could go wrong. And, you know, I go to McDonald's for a breakfast burrito because you're certain it's going to be consistent, and you end up with a piece of plastic while you're eating in the burrito, True story. So, so certainty is a myth. And so what we need to do, go ahead and advance it, is getting beyond that piece of certainty and really working towards embracing the fact that things can go wrong, yes, but taking little steps towards that direction that you want to go. So in 2005, I joined a group journaling class, and we were instructed by an instructor to write our goals and dreams, our bucket list, she called. She gave us 3 minutes. She had a timer going, which was the most annoying timer, because when it went off, we had to stop writing. But she started that timer, and I started writing feverishly. I had spent my whole life being a mom, being a caregiver for my aging parents, for my husband's aging parents, taking care of our disabled son. I had spent my life taking care of everyone and everything around me, but I did have this nagging thing inside me this desire to want to do something more. So I wrote really, really fast, and I got about 3 or 4 pages, and it was just amazing. Like, travel, I want to travel internationally. My big thing was going to the Swiss Alps and hike, right? I wanted to write my book. I wanted to make a difference in the lives of people around me. I still have that journal today, and that was the last thing that I wrote. So after that journaling class that exercise was done, the instructor said, Research shows that when you write your goals down and share them with others, you're far more likely to achieve them. Keep these journals. Check off your goals as you accomplish them, and you will be amazed at how much you achieve. Her closing words reminded me that the possibilities were endless. All I needed to do was just commit to taking those steps. You can advance. So, did I do those big things right away? Nope. But I did start taking little steps, and I started with the little goals first. And then I worked my way to eventually hugging that Swiss Alp. And the things that I thought were not possible melted away as I embraced that mountain. And I also wrote my book. Actually, 2 now, and the 3rd is coming out. And my goal with the book was to bring joy and happiness to our world through laughter. Laughter is healing. And so I eventually did that, and I'm still checking off my list. And there's some things I wrote on that list that I don't really care about anymore. But the really important things, I'm taking care of. And you can advance it. The important thing to remember is transformation happens when we choose curiosity over certainty. Being curious really opens the door, the mindset shift from I can't to I can. That's not possible. That is possible. Anything is possible. And so curiosity is a mindset that says, what if this works? What if I try this? It opens your door to taking those first steps forward. Think about the 8% of the people, many from humble beginnings, who chose curiosity over certainty. These people are now known. They've changed our world in so many different ways. Mother Teresa, Walt Disney, the Wright brothers, and even our own Nate Bentley, who's created Bentleyville. Those people have changed, and they've left a legacy. They're creating a legacy of changing our world. And each and every one of us has that ability to do that. It might not be the big grand scheme of like building a huge amusement park, right? But every little thing that your gift that you bring to the world, the time that you sit and not share that, people aren't learning, and they're not improving, and they're not just filled with joy and love that they could be if you share your gift. So we all have that opportunity to join the 8% in some capacity or another. All right, here's the meditation. I think you can go up one, Steve. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to invite you all in this moment. All I need is your heart. I need you to have an open mind and to approach this meditation with a little bit of curiosity. So if you feel comfortable, I'd invite you to gently close your eyes or just rest your gaze on something in front of you. And now take a deep breath in and exhale. Again, take a deep breath in, allow your belly to expand, and exhale. And once again, take another deep breath in and exhale. Now imagine you're holding a folder and you open it and you see all your dreams, the little white pieces of paper inside, all the things you want to achieve and accomplish in your lifetime. See them all in that folder. And now begin removing each of these dreams and lay each piece of paper with the dream on it on a table in front of you. Place them in any way that is helpful for you to read them. Just keep placing them on the table and looking at each one of them and what they read. Now I invite you to pick up one dream that calls to your heartstrings today. It can be big or small. Imagine gently taking it off the table and bringing that desire to your heart and becoming one with it. Imagine a light of positivity illuminating and wrapping around you and your dream. Imagine the light as a shield of protection. Feel the warmth of the light. Feel the security it holds and the peace that this light brings. Now, with all of your senses, imagine yourself accomplishing your goal that you just embraced. You're already there, and it's already happening. What do you see? What do you hear while you're accomplishing this goal? Is someone there with you, or are you alone in this place? Imagine the scenery around you. Imagine how you're feeling being here in this moment. You are confident in what you are doing. Now notice the feelings of having accomplished your goal. The feelings perhaps of pride, happiness, joy, fulfillment. Imagine the people who are the supportive people in your life and how proud of you they are. Believe this achievement is yours. Believe that you are meant to be in this place, achieving your goal or dream right now. Embrace this moment and love your life in this moment. Now I invite you to say to yourself, this dream matters to me, and I am achieving it right now. This dream matters to me, and I am achieving it right now. And now take a deep breath in and exhale. And one more deep breath in and exhale. And when you're ready, open your eyes and come back to this moment. So how do you create forward momentum? Big goals and dreams can feel daunting, overwhelming. And like I did, I took little steps. And that's what I would encourage all of you to do. Take that little step. If you envision yourself wanting to take dance lessons, look up dance studios in your area. If you want to travel, doing a big trip like Switzerland or something like that, all you have to do is just go online and check out like what the things are, how people travel, what the food is like. Those little steps will move you and propel you forward. What we did just now was a visualization meditation. And what I would encourage you all to do that every single day. Take a moment to just do that exercise and envision yourself in that moment, whatever it was that you were doing. Writing your goals and dreams down is another technique. And like my list that I wrote and put into the folder, you can write that down. Grab a notebook, write down your goals and dreams after today's service. I also have Post-its downstairs, so you can write your goals and dreams on those Post-its, and I would encourage you to stop and do that. Verbalize it. Give your dream life. Give it breath. Tell people around you who will support you. There are people who will try to discourage you. There are other imposter monsters, and we won't even talk about them today. But the people who support you the most are going to encourage you, and they're going to support you. Give your dreams and goals life. Create a visual reminder. My folder was my visual reminder. It reminded me every single day that I wasn't doing what I was supposed to be doing. But on top of that, it kept my dream alive in my head and in my heart by looking at that. And so you can do that with vision boards. I noticed downstairs that you have someone who's doing vision boards here. Join that class. Do that. Use those words of affirmation. Glue those to your vision board. Glue your pictures to your vision board. It's amazing how that will transform. Hang it where you will see it all the time. And then taking the small steps forward, those little tasks, doing those little things to move you and propel you in the direction you want to go. Small, consistent actions create huge transformations. You all have this ability to transform your lives into something miraculous and beautiful and to help our world by just the little changes that you do in your own life and demonstrating and setting an example for others. So I'd like to leave you today with the closing. I'll invite you all to say, no more someday. Today I start. And in 2026, I encourage you all to open that folder open your folder, take out your dreams, and move your bus forward and tell the monsters to sit down while you do it. And that's all I got for you today. Thank you so much.
All right, so it looks like I got some fellows ready to bring the baskets forward for our offering. Play a little music for us there, Carol. I love that. Come on, Jerry. Thank you, sir. We're almost ready.
And so we have a great day all together here. The spirits that each of us are come together to feel the spirit that we are too. And as you feel that, feel yourself doing everything you love to do for your highest good. Feel that light, compassion, love, peace, and joy through every part of your body with the spirit that you are forever and always. Light, love, peace, and joy, all together. Hooray, hooray, hooray!
All right, thank you, Jerry. All right, so at this time, we have another song that you've picked out for us. What's this one?
Confused because it's got the same name as the one that we started with.
It's called No Rewind.
Let me find that.
No rewind?
No Rewind.
Okay.
There we go.
Technology.
I know.
I've spent years trying to fit in, wearing masks just to pretend, swallow dreams to keep the peace, let the noise drown out my needs. But time keeps moving like the tide, and I can't press pause on this life. So I'm learning now, before it's too late, to let go of fear and walk in faith. No rewind, no second take, no going back to fix mistakes. This is it, my one, my now. So I'll live it loud, I'll live it proud. No rewind, just moving on. I'll chase the light until it's gone. No more holding back to There's no rewind, no replay. Live every moment, every single day. Don't wait for perfect, don't wait for signs. The clock is ticking on borrowed time. Be the voice that shakes the ground. Be the heart that turns around. Don't waste your truth on empty noise. This life is yours, it's your own choice. No rewind, no second take, no going back to fix mistakes. This is it, my one, my now. So I'll live it loud, I'll live it proud. No rewind, just move it on. I'll chase the light until it's gone. No more holding back the fire inside. There's no rewind. Regret is heavy, but freedom's light. And I wanna sleep with peace at night, knowing I lived, I loved, I tried, and never let my truth just die. No rewind, no second take, no going back to fix mistakes. This is it, my one, my now. So I live it loud, I live it proud. No rewind, just move it on. I'll chase the light until it's gone. No more waiting for the perfect time. There's no rewind. Live it now, live it true. There's only one, and it's up to you. No rewind.
That was lovely. Thank you for sharing that one also. Okay, so at this point, let us get our little white cards out and we'll say our church affirmation. All right, so we totally accept the belief that God is in charge of the affairs and direction of Lake Superior Interfaith Community Church. As our thoughts of trust and joyful anticipation join in harmony with the thoughts of all members of this fellowship, we attract the right ministerial leadership and people to our spiritual community, and we are grateful. So, being grateful, let's all gather in a circle while I give us a benediction, and then we'll sing our final song, and the words are on the white card. Source Creator, help us each and every day to find the best expression of your soul, to be rewarded in our lives and with a flow of abundance to keep us safe, protected, supported, and have all the benefits of financial security to help us to continue expressing the highest version of ourselves without any fear or worry. Come on over. Here, that one.